Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Gervonta Davis was smiling, playful and very confident, unlike the day before when he went absent from his obligatory grand arrival for fight fans. At the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Davis worked to clarify his actions, telling video reporters he made his decision while angry. In a later interview, the three-division champion headlining Saturday's pay-per-view in the 100th championship fight card at MGM Grand Garden Arena sought to elaborate. After posting a comment on social media expressing disappointment with the promotion of his bout, Davis on Wednesday said he wants fans to know, "I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy. That's all that is." His fight against unbeaten Frank Martin will be streamed by Amazon Prime Video and leaves him poised for a string of major bouts given the presence of three-division champion and Gervonta Davis as fellow lightweight champion with the 140-pound champions list, including Isaac Cruz, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez. "I want to be the best version of me," Davis said. "And I want people to treat me as the best version, like I am the person I say I am. That's all there was on Tuesday," Gervonta said. Ever since a kick-off press conference on the Canelo Alvarez-Jaime Munguia fight week in Las Vegas last month, Gervonta Davis has been determined to show the world what he sees as Frank Martin's many weaknesses. Back in May, at a particularly fiery media event attended at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, he then pulled out his towel and made Martin watch alleged sparring footage involving the both of them. Davis seemingly wanted to give the impression to the media that it was a clip in which one can see how vulnerable Martin is when receiving punishing blows. That's at least how Martin sees it. "He did not show me nothing," he said, and other reporters after a workout at the Pound for Pound gym in Las Vegas last week. "He made it out to the media like he was showing me footage of us sparring, but the video in his phone that he showed wasn't us throwing punches. It was more like wrestling, not exchanging blows, none of that." Martin said if the footage showed any weaknesses, then the media would have seen it already. He just wanted to put it out there like it was something that 29-year-old told us. That's who he is. He is trying to convince y'all. Fast forward 5 days and Gervonta Davis is up to the same old tricks. He went through a list of things that he thinks makes Martin weak. This included things like how he looked scared at Wednesday press conference at the MGM Grand, how he has fake foot movement, and that he is a mediocre opponent. Davis even berated Martin for being from the suburbs. "When he came up there on stage, he was shaking," said Davis. "He was shaking a little bit. He was talking a little tough yesterday, but today he is shaking up there, talking." Davis, also 29, continued to belittle Martin. "What are you bringing to the table that I have not seen?" Things got more animated 30 minutes into the pressure when Martin provides his version of their infamous sparring session and said he got clipped, grabbed, and his legs shook. Davis raised his voice and almost leaped out of his chair. "You did not clip me," he protested. "You caught me with a good shot. You don't even hit that hard, bro. I'm going to break you up in a fight," he said. Before rocking up to Martin's side of the stage as if to intimidate him, Martin, who kept his composure compared to Davis, finished. "The fight can go down however he wanted to. If he come in and act up, you will see him get knocked out. Power, this and that. If he coming in to act crazy, he is going to sleep." On Saturday, Davis will have the opportunity to show to the world what he has been talking about publicly for the last month, that Martin is scared, vulnerable to body shots, and his questionable footwork. During today's final press conference for this weekend's fight between Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin, Mayweather Promotion CEO Leonard Taylorby took to the podium to explain to the public why Martin might be in over his head against Davis. Two things that kind of stand out to me over the last week or so that's been said, Ellerby said. One is coming from Martin's promoter Errol Spence Jr. He says that Tank Davis is going to get dominated for 12 rounds. Dominated? Errol, don't believe that. I can promise you that. And then Frank Martin says, "Oh, I'm gonna knock you out." He is in tremendous shape. But let's be real. For starters, in 2017, you know what Gervonta was doing? Gervonta became world champion. You know what Frank Martin was doing? He was not even professional yet. Ever think that Frank Martin does good? Gervonta does better. And come Saturday night, don't blink, Ellerby said. After putting Ryan Garcia to the canvas in a non-title fight in 2023, WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis is returning to the squared circle to defend his crown against the unbeaten Frank Martin. Set on June 15th, Saturday, the Southpaw eyes a decisive win over the undefeated champ Davis in a fight that is expected to earn Tank a staggering $10 million, with $2 million already guaranteed for the champ. As per his contract, the 70% cut from the pay-per-view sale that has grossed at 800,000 bumps his pursuit to a whopping $10 million. As for the challenger, the 12-round fight, as per reports by Sporty Salaries, is set to make him a millionaire. According to the aforementioned source, Martin is expected to make a total of $1.5 million in revenue courtesy of his $500,000 base salary and the 30% cut of the pay-per-view sales. Stylistically, the matchup should be a thriller, as Gervonta is set to face a fellow southpaw, contrary to his usual opponents. In a sense, the duo will be in a close quarter deadlock, scoping in to find the range and find each other's chin to have that W. Above all, despite that purple patch, Martin is yet to capture a world title, and he better not miss this train, because Davis might as well throw him under one if he needs to. With the two undefeated boxers set to go toe-to-toe, pugilists and teleboxers have dropped in their predictions. These include his ex-champ Teofimo Lopez, who made a bold prediction. Teofimo Lopez drops a massive Gervonta Davis prediction. The world is about to witness a stellar southpaw anger on Saturday, June 15th, when Gervonta goes out to defend his belt against Martin. Both fighters will walk into the ring undefeated, and one will walk out with their record intact, and according to former champ Teofimo Lopez, it will be Davis. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.